this morning for radio, so
thank you. I got dressed up so you couldn't see me.
Yes, you're blending right into our walls.
Exactly.
I was saying to Ellen earlier, Danielle, that you've accomplished something pretty magical in taking the first Brothers Jonas off the market. I would walk around with a great sense of pride.
Yeah.
Did you chase him down or did he chase you?
He chased me.
She wanted nothing to do with me.
Really? When we were dating, I was always like, "You're a Jonas brother, but you can't get away with everything."
She put me in my place.
How much did you know about the Brothers Jonas before you ended up in the Jonas family?
Nothing. When I first met him. Yeah.
No posters.
No, I don't think I ever did.
See, there's one of us that has posters of the Jonas Brothers in this room.
Yeah, who do you think it is?
Ryan.
Why do you think I decided to produce this show?
I've been to his house.
All right, so why though? I mean, a question that's an obvious question, but why did you guys decide, and I think I know the answer, but why did you decide to let cameras into this relationship that you've got?
When we got the call and we were talking a little bit, even with you as well, we kind of opened ourselves up to it, and we had the thought, obviously, you have to consider something like this greatly. You can't just jump into it saying, hey, yeah, it'll be fine. You really need to get in there and say, all right, cool, I'm going to be open, I've got to learn how to be honest, and at the same time, be human as well, not putting it on for the cameras. And then we started having fun. We did the pilot, and we really enjoyed it. And one thing that really blew us away is how much we learned about each other, because the cameras are like a therapist in the room, always. It's kind of like you have to know that you're going to see this, and you're going to have to talk about everything that you're doing. So, some in relationships and some in marriage, you kind of brush it on the rug, or you say, you pick your battles, But this, every battle is being picked.
In a way, you're forced to communicate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, you've got to talk about stuff.
Exactly, and that really, it helped a lot.
Initially, you start off, and I know this happens, you start off, and you know the cameras are there because it's new and it's foreign to you.
Yeah.
Eventually, you don't really feel them there, and
month
you
in,
see that in the series.
A month in, or even like a weekend, we're in moments where just like, okay, I did not even know the cameras were there at a certain point where me and Danny are just going at it or something like that, and it's just, then you turn around and you're like, oh, hello, 14 people in my bedroom.
Well, so the other thing that's interesting about this show is two families coming together. There's a lot of family drama and family fun in this series, but one of the things that you incorporate when you get married, and I don't know this yet,
but you do.
In-laws.
The in-laws.
So describe the dynamic of the Italian East Coast family coming together with the
It's
the
married
Jonas
to
family.
Jonas, living with Delisa. That's kind of the show, and it's great.
Because your family, your dad, and your family, everyone, they're so laid back.
They are. They're kind of more chill. They're kind of to themselves, because we've had to be busy for so long, and they are to a point though, because then when you get them behind the usual closed doors, they're like, they really open up, and they're very opinionated and fun, and things like that. And of course, Joe and Nick, but you get to see them in a new way in the show too, which is really cool. Behind the scenes, not in the studio every time you see them.
And what about your in-laws? I hear there's a father who intrudes.
He's a breakout star, Bucky.
He's incredible.
His name is Bucky?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It's a mother-given nickname.
Comments, though.
Yeah.
Everyone calls him Bucky.
Like, how would you describe Bucky, Danielle?
My dad, he's crazy. He's funny.
Are you his only girl? Are you his baby girl? So he had to give you away to heaven?
You always say
Yeah, no.
He
There's
babies me a
three
lot.
girls in the family,
Yeah.
but Danny is,
He
Princess
babies me
Danny.
a lot.
How is it for you adjusting to being around Kevin and all the brothers, because they've been this united force, right, for so many years, and they did it their way, and now they kind of have to do it your way too.
Yeah. Well, I grew up with basically all sisters except my brother, but it was really all girls. And then I go into this family and it's all boys, and so now me and my mother-in-law are holding on to each other and we have to survive this.
There's a common bond there for sure with her and my mom.
There are some. I just want to brace Jonas Brothers fans for at least a couple of moments. I mean, there are moments in this series where you're in their home, and this is a married couple, and they do what married couples do.
That's right.
And Mr. Romance here, Kevin, shuts the door and gets down to business. And I have to tell you that fans they're going to wonder what happened behind that door.
Well, we played Scrabble.
Yeah. Board games.
Monopoly.
All right, so it's a full disclosure. This is a Ryan Seacrest production, Married to Jonas, premiering Sunday, 10/9 Central on E. We'll come back with the happy couple here. I do want to ask you some questions about marriage. Just
Absolutely.
real specific questions about surprises.
We'll give you tons of advice,
You wanna
Ryan.
ask him?
And then we're going to put you in the hot seat.
Ryan Seacrest, Kevin and Danielle Jonas are with us. Their new series on E, Married to Jonas, Sunday, 10/9 Central. There is a gaggle outside the studio window. Nelson is out there live right now with some.
Nelson is killing the game with his hair right now.
Nelson's blending into your fans there.
True story.
All right, so Nelson, who do you have out there at the window?
Jennifer, Alyssa, Natasha, Amanda, Jillian.
I like the ratio.
All girls. What's going to happen, Kevin, when Danielle starts having boy fans at the window?
She did. We went on a trip, and these guys walked up to her like, "Oh, can we take a picture with you?" And then they ended up giving her a kiss on the cheek, each one of them, and I wasn't there, and she had to tell me about it later.
She was so excited.
She was like, "Oh, Kevin, so this happened." She got all nervous. She's like, "Okay, where's Kevin after the fact?" And they're like, but yeah, it was funny.
You have to be very secure, Danielle, when you're married to a gentleman like this. I mean, you've
Well,
got,
look at
you've
her.
got
She has
25,
nothing to worry
30
about.
girls out there.
They're awesome.
And is that not threatening?
It never really.
Even the one on the right.
Not, they're all beautiful. They're great fans.
But it never bothered you.
No, it never bothered me. Just because I guess how nice. And, I don't know.
I guess maybe she saw that I was kind of focused in.
Yeah, he kind of focused and made me feel like I was the only girl in the room. And
That's good.
And in the world.
Right now, there's a few others.
there
Yes,
are a
Nelson.
lot of it.
Question?
Yeah, go
Something
ahead.
else? Okay, go.
Go.
Okay, Kevin, why don't you...
Uh-oh, you cut out.
Why
You
don't
just
you
cut out.
what?
Wait, she just cut out on the whatever she was gonna say.
She hung it up. Oh, come on, Nelson.
Nelson's batteries died.
Really?
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, go. Okay, alright. Okay, why don't you like bananas?
Why not? Well, when I was younger, everyone thought I was allergic to it because I got really sick when I had one when I was younger. And then that thought, when you have something you eat that really makes you sick, and then you just never want to touch it again, that is carried out for the rest of my life.
At least
including a lot of fruit. It's weird.
At least people know you don't like bananas. People think I like bananas, but I don't.
Oh,
Really?
Me
Another
and Ryan, we have a lot in common.
yeah.
So
Because we're meant to be.
Who are you wearing, Kevin?
This is yours.
Yeah. Go ahead. Anybody else? One more? Yeah.
Who are you wearing, Purple?
Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Okay, this question is for Kevin. Are you gonna have more solos on that next album?
Are we gonna have more solos on the next album? Definitely working on it. Definitely trying. We're in the studio right now, and we're making another record, and there should be a lot of new and fun, exciting things coming.
Yeah, it made them very happy. By the way, girls, we have a major Jonas Brothers announcement in 5 minutes. Okay?
Nelson is so
excited! So, can we talk about marriage? You've been married how long now?
2.5 years.
Biggest surprise, Danielle?
how messy he is.
I can be a mess.
Everything's on the floor.
Well, I grew up, for the last 6 years, I lived in a hotel. So
Right.
when you
But I
walk
thought
out of a
it was
hotel
okay.
room, you come back, and all of a sudden the
Sorry,
bedroom is remade.
So
I'm not
you use like 9 towels for one shower. That kind of
Yes,
thing.
and they're all on the floor.
Guys do
That's
that.
really funny, Kevin.
I know.
How about for you, Kevin? What's the biggest surprise for you?
You think you know somebody,
Mhm.
and then you get married, and it blows your mind. You learn so much more about them. You learn their ins and outs, and beyond the physical, beyond the mental, you really do connect on a whole other level. It's pretty amazing.
I think we should settle something here.
All right.
How many kids do you want, Danielle?
4.
You want 4, and I understand he wants 2. Okay, so how are we going to settle this?
It's
Well, 3.
we're gonna have 4.
It's so easy.
Well,
Did you hear his answer?
What did you say?
so we're gonna have 4.
All right, we are going to come back here with a major Jonas Brothers announcement.
Yeah.
Very exciting news. Some good news here in just a minute. First,
60 seconds of sleaze.
some sleaze. Ellen K, where do you want to start?
Oprah's Next Chapter featuring Rihanna. It airs this Sunday on OWN at 9 o'clock, 8 Central, and Rihanna is offering up all the details about the 2009 incident in which Chris Brown attacked her on the eve of the Grammy Awards here in LA. A tearful Rihanna in the interview said, quote, "Everything I knew switched in a night and I couldn't control that. In the interview, Rihanna said she was angry at Chris Brown, but also felt protective of him. She went on, another quote from Rihanna, "No one's going to say he needs help. Everyone's going to say he's a monster without looking at the source. I was more concerned about him." And Emma and Andrew have delayed their marriage plans. Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield are in no rush to walk down the aisle. They met in 2010 on the set of The Amazing Spider-Man. They're crazy about each other. They got serious super quick. There are fears from their families that their passion for each other could overtake their passion for acting. So they want, to keep the business first and then each other. They realize what they have is special. Instead of putting energy into planning a wedding, they're helping each other find great movie roles.
My opinion is, I think when it comes to co-star couples,
Yes.
you need to wait until the second or third sequel.
All right.
Right? It just,
yeah, that's a good
It makes
rule.
better sense.
I think so.
All right, we're going to come back with the Jonas Brothers announcement in a second.
This is Kiss FM. And be caller 102 right now. 1-800-520-1027. Win a Kindle Fire, a backpack from madpacks.com, and a $200 gift card to Tilly's. All the brands to get you back to school in style.
Join Kiss at the Audi Auto Gallery of Woodland Hills this Saturday from 11 to 1 for Kiss music and free swag.
In 10 days.
We're paying your bills!
It's all happening.
Jordan Sparks.
All I think about is music.
Girl groups are hotter than ever. I can take over Whitney Houston.
It takes a lot of faith to believe in yourself. We only have one shot at this.
In the most anticipated musical event of the summer.
You gotta give something how you feel, right?
Can I make you a star? Featuring new music by Whitney Houston, Jordan Sparks, and CeeLo Green.
So proud of you.
Sparkle. Directed by Salim Akil. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters.
Going off to college soon? You